Hello students, hope you all are doing well and you all are also studying well. Welcome to this video. So today we'll be discussing about a concept called as the conditional probability. So conditional probability basically is related with two events. Now as the formula states, it tells about probability of A slash B. That means probability you're finding of A with probability of B is given along with the probability of A and B together. Okay. So this is what the conditional probability formula states. So where A and B are related with each other and the probability of A and B is known as well as B is known, and then it will help us to find the probability of A when B is given. So it is stated in this formula that probability of A when B is given is probability of AB together divided by probability of B. So where probability of B is not 0. That means there is at least 0.001% of chance that probability of B is or event B is occurring. So considering that chance, then probability of A if given B, this way it is given that probability of AB together divided by probability of B. Alright, so then A and B are occurring together, so there is a possibility for both of them to occur together. That's why we also have the probability of AB together, as well as probability of B alone is also given, and it will help us to find the probability of A. Okay, so now let me give one example for so the example is this way: the probability that it is Saturday and student is absent is 0.3. So you can look here, there are two events. So probability that the day is Saturday and student is absent. So these two together and their probability is 0.3. So two events, that a day is Saturday and student is absent. Both of them together, their probability is 0.3. So it's the multiplication rule. So it's the probability given of two events together. Since there are 6 days in a college timetable, probability that it is Saturday is 0.16. So now the second 0.16 is the probability of only one event. Then what is the probability that student is absent given that it is Saturday? That is the probability we need to find, that the student is absent given that it is Saturday. Okay, now first we need to write the events. Which are the events we see? So now there are basically two events. They are joined at two places. Okay, so we have only two events in this in this narration, that is given day is Saturday and student is absent. So let me say event A. Now, which will be event A and which will be event B? Which event you will name it as event A and which event you will name it as event B? Now, understand one thing. The event whose probability we have to find, that we have to name it as event A. And the event whose probability is given, okay, the event whose alone probability is given, that we have to name as event B. So now, we need to find the probability that student is absent. So student is absent is my event A. Given it is Saturday, and event B would be it is Saturday. So my event A is student is absent, and event B would be it is Saturday. Okay, so now we know which are the event A and event B. Now let me write the values of event A and event B. So probability of event A alone, that student is absent. So that is not given, but it is given along with it is Saturday. So probability of A, B together is 0.03. This is the probability of A, B together, which is 0.03. Then probability of B alone, that is it's a Saturday, is given by 0.16. And then what we need to find out is probability of AB, that is probability of A, that is student is absent given it is Saturday. So in short, we need to find the probability of A slash B, and then substituting using this formula, what we get here is 0.03 divided by 0.16. So 0.03 divided by 0.16. So that gives me 0.18. So 0.18 is the probability we have calculated. So it is the probability of the student when it is given that the given day is Saturday. Okay. Alright, hope you have understood this example. Then similar such examples will solve. That will say. So student, this is the another example. In a sports club, 18% of them play football and basketball both. Okay, so 18% of them playing two games, 32% of them play football only. What is the probability that a person plays basketball given that a person plays football? Okay, so now there are two values given, 18% of playing football and basketball both, and 32% of playing football. So we are choosing a person randomly, and that person is playing football. Then what is the probability that person also plays basketball? This is what the question asked. Okay, so then let me identify event A and B first. So now, what is the probability that person plays basketball? So the probability of the person playing basketball is asked. So that is your event A. So event A is person plays basketball. Okay, and then event B is person plays football. Okay, now we need to write their probability as given. So probability of A person plays basketball alone is not given, it is given along with football. So 18% of them play football and basketball both. So probability of AB together is 18%, or you can say 0.18. Okay, then probability of B, how many of them plays basketball, is given as 32%. So which is 0.32, and then probability of A when B is given, which is we need to calculate. So as per our formula, that probability of A when B is given this way. Probability of AB together is 0.18 divided by probability of B is 0.32. So this is given by 0.56. So that is probability of A when B is given. So you can say 56% of chances are there. When you choose a person who is playing football, there are 50% of chances that person is also playing basketball. This is the meaning of this. So if you have understood both the examples on conditional probability, now we'll move forward for the next concept called as Bayes theorem, okay, which is based on conditional